Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jerry Sabri, and for today, we are definitely going to get my brows filled in. That's why I don't have any makeup on. I'm only relying for my skincare right now, as you can see. And that's something I'm going to review in the future too, as well as to what my skincare is. But for today, I'm definitely going to get my brows refilled as they are microbladed. Yes, they are. They still look a lot like a natural, but this time I'm going to ask Sanda a lot of questions about why do we need to get a refill, why do we need to get maintenance for the microblading, and most of all, everything that's happening inside that door. So, let's go inside. So we are here at AMP Salon where Sanda has the brow effects of Saskatchewan aesthetics are set. Sanda. Say hi, Sanda. Sanda is my microblader. So I have a couple of questions for you. How come we need to refill microblading?
So usually with the first initial appointment, it's fresh cuts. I'm breaking the skin the first time, and then I'm putting in pigment. So we do usually 3 passes the first time, and then why we have a perfecting touch-up is when you are healing, you sometimes lose a little bit of your retention, and then it fades a little more because you're healing for the 6 to 8 weeks. And then when we do the refresher is when we make cuts again, so then we can actually push in more pigment, and so you retain it for a little longer. So yeah, that's why I usually say perfecting touch-up is kind of important.
What's with your microblading that is completely different from others?
So I'm through this company called Fee Brows, and we specialize in hyper-realistic techniques. You can kind of say it's 6D, so everything, the hair strokes are very, there's a lot of them versus just stroke technique basically. There's some people who do them differently, but we like to make ours very realistic to real hair. Yeah.
So, I think that's it.
Yeah. Just let me know if there's any other questions.
And let's get this microblading ready.
Perfect.
Sanda is preparing for all the preps while I'm getting ready for myself. This is scary. How long does it usually take for the perfecting?
So perfecting usually takes about 1.5 hours to 2, just depending on like how much are you missing, how much is faded, versus like the first initial appointments, which could take 2.5 to 3 hours, right? So,
is it true that it's actually depending on the skin type of the person?
Yeah, so I really think it does depend. Well, they all say it depends on the skin type. So if you're oily, microblading is obviously going to
not last long.
Yeah, not retain very well just because of the oil production. Pushes out a little more color, a little more pigment. People who have dry to combination skin really retain well because it just sticks to the skin layers, right?
Yeah.
So that's usually why if people who have oily skin want to do microblading, I usually recommend like a hybrid where you can go combo, or powder brows is really good because that's almost like actual tattooing, like they use a machine and everything. Yeah, versus microblading, which is just my tool, my blade.
But for just the viewers, information, you're going to numb it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know the last time I did, I never even felt any pain, and
yeah, so usually I use a topical numbing cream. It's Dr. Numb, this one here. It's just 5% lidocaine, and yeah, like a lot of people who use it for like if they want to get their tattoo done and they put it on their skin, skin irritations, things like that. So
it's actually not as painful as a lot of people think it is. Like Curly, you can always tell Sanda to like you're feeling it again, and then she will add another one.
Yeah, like usually with the numbing cream, people are good with it afterwards. What happens during though, when it comes to the second to third pass, it gets a little tender, a little bit more uncomfortable, but it's not like painful. Like it's not too bad. But like I said, or like Jeremiah said, you can always ask for more numbing cream, and I will definitely numb you right up. So I've noticed you let your brows grow, which is great, because the more hair we work with, the more realistic everything looks, the more blended everything looks. So I definitely, I like when everyone has full hairs. So
I know. I actually intended to leave everything in because I know you're going to do this perfecting face.
Yeah, so
refilling again.
Yeah, usually like when I do the microblading, I like to clean up everything too. So like if you come in with a bushy brow, that's even better for me, because then I could just pluck the hairs that need to be gone and then keep the hairs that we can put in with the microblading.
Plus, I really like the on the go now. It's like, oh, I have hairs in my eyebrows. I don't even have to. I don't even have to buy eyebrow pencil.
Yeah, a lot of people say that their morning routine is cut down by like half, or like you know, they have time for coffee and breakfast, and it's just nice because they don't have to worry about penciling in their eyebrows or, you know, putting anything on besides some mascara or like, you know, a little bit of blush or a little bit of foundation, and then you're good, which is awesome.
I love it. Like, I'm not really a makeup I am a makeup personality, but I really don't put a lot of makeup
on
for an everyday, and then I go to work. It's like it's not really a good thing for a healthcare worker to put a lot of makeup on, because then you sweat while you're at work.
Yeah.
And then you're oily. Like it gets crazy at work.
Yeah, it probably really does get really sweaty and very
congested,
and you don't want to be putting all that product on your face.
I'd rather have you focus on your skincare. If you can put that really nice brows in there with an eyelashes already, I think you look bomb.
For sure. Are you looking into getting your lashes done or anything?
Well, I'm not sure, because right now they're talking about healthcare workers not getting their eyelashes done anymore.
Yeah.
So,
is that just because of the fallout of the...
Yeah, infection control, they said.
Okay, I see. That makes perfect sense.
So, we just gotta follow the rules.
Yeah, for sure. Well, at least you can get your brows done, and really that just puts your face together.
I mean, you can wear mascara, a really good mascara,
yeah.
and then your brows, and that's it.
Yeah. Nowadays, you don't really need too much, right?
Yeah, your mask covers it up anyway.
That's true. And then all you'll see is your
eyes
and your brows and your lashes. Yeah. Usually, okay, so I'm gonna need a little bit of your nose. There we go. Center here. This is a brow matte string, so it's pre-inked.
Oh, I thought you do something for it.
I used to just use a brow pencil and then some thread, but I bought pre-inked string just to make the process a little quicker for me, a little easier to just keep going. And
so do you still have to brow map, even though this is just a refill and you kind of have a...
No, I'm just showing your viewers like the importance of brow mapping and like making them symmetrical and like making sure that they're nice and perfect before you go ahead, because not only is it important to have strokes, but shape is really important too.
I think a lot of people doesn't know how much an eyebrow really frames your face.
Oh, for sure. It has definitely picked up trend now, but yeah, a lot of girls that didn't do their eyebrows before really like just got into eyebrows now, knowing that all you really need is some great brows to get your day started and just be ready to head out the door.
And you know, I really have a lot of compliments after I got my eyebrows done. So many people ask me like, is that even natural? I'm like, I'd like to say yes, but it's not.
Yeah. So they thought they were all your hair? Yeah.
I wish I could say yes.
Yeah, I know. Don't we all wish we could be blessed with nice full brows and...
Oh, I know. But my number one critique is my husband, so...
Oh, yeah? And what did he think?
He's like, ooh, you look really nice with that brow.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh. Finally, my husband appreciated me.
Yeah, compliments you, and that's really great. Because, like, you know, your other half, your spouse, your partner's opinion really matters, because they're the one that's going to be waking up next to you and seeing this. And men do not know how easy they have it and how hard it is for a woman to just try to look and feel their best every single day. So when a woman invests in themselves, men should really appreciate it. And like I said, once the shape and the outline is erased, it's not going to look as square and blocky.
Yeah, I like it better.
Yeah. I just extended just like probably like half a cent,
one,
like not even too much.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You like that one?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. So like I said, it is a topical. And do you usually feel any sensation when you put the numbing cream on? Like, can you feel it?
No, actually, I don't.
Okay.
But if I do, I usually tell you. I suck at pain, and so every time it's like a comb, and then you brush it off your skin. That's how it felt like.
Yeah, like thicker.
Yeah, like that's how it felt like. It's not a blade, because a lot of people think it's blade or needles,
like a knife.
pushing you. Yeah, like a knife. Yeah, well, if you're an ordinary person who's literally hearing that, you're definitely going to get scared.
Yeah.
But then it's not actually how it felt. I don't know where a lot of people are thinking or getting those kinds of ideas, but it's not what I'm experiencing.
Too scary, right? That's what I always tell people who are afraid of it. I said, you know, pain is really not that bad at all. A lot of people say it's like maybe as like a wax, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not really.
Oh my gosh, wax is way more.
Yeah, like some people actually say like waxes hurt more, and like threading might hurt a little more. Someone said the tweezing hurt a little more. So yeah.
So we're just waiting for 15 minutes, and we'll be right there.
Yeah.
A few moments later.
I'll show you what the tool is. A lot of people say it looks like you're scared because it's called a blade. It's like, but really, this is what it is.
It's like a pencil.
It looks like a pencil. I hold it like a pencil. I really just, I'm drawing with it. So I'm making hair strokes. Yeah, so everybody gets their own disposable. Like I throw it one time use. I've got a sharps container that I just get rid of. And then just refill, replenish, whatever, like dispose of it, and then, you know, that process there. So, yeah, this is it. And then if you look closely, you could see it's made out of 18 different little needles. I don't know if you can see it or not, but
Yeah.
literally they're so small that like it just looks like a little blade, I guess. So
I think that's how people get so scared. It's because it's called blade.
yeah, like it's called a blade, and I guess that's the actual term. But it's made out of little like needles, 18 needles to be specific, and they're really small, they're really sharp, and yeah, like it's not scary once I show everyone that this is what it is. Like I just hold it. There's no noise. I don't use a machine. It's not scary. It's not like a tattoo.
Oh, can you imagine if there's a noise?
Well, yeah.
I'd be jumping off this bed.
Yeah, that's what like when you get your powder brows done, they usually use machines. So if you're getting any other like your lips or your eyeliner or just like when you're actually getting that cosmetic tattoo done, they use an actual tattoo machine, I would say. Whereas microblading is just a tool. And so for color wise, are we staying with the same color?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna stay with this.
Yeah. Because I think what we did was we I think we mixed it, did we not?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I had
the
a
two.
little bit of a blondish color.
Yeah, because your hair is pretty dark, like it's pretty naturally dark. So I went with B2 and B3, which are these two colors here. They're not that big of a difference, but you can tell this is B2, it's a little lighter, and then B3 is a little darker there, so.
Why do you have to mix colors?
So mixing colors gives me the ability to make a shade that suits the person better. So I could just go with one color, but let's say they liked a little bit of a darker look. So we usually go half a shade darker if they want a darker look, rather than going the next whole step shade darker. Yeah, that's usually why I like to blend it. And then I have cooling effect, I have a warming effect, which means if you are more redheaded, I have a color, or if you want to look more ashier, I can use a cooling effect on that to make it ashier looking. A lot of it is for people with lighter hair though, so like you know there's different type of blondes, there's different types of brunettes, other people have more warm to their hair, or they have more ashiness to their hair. So yeah, I could make those colors and shades to suit their better needs of like to match them, right? Yeah.
So you have a really wide range of who you cater with. And
Yeah.
what the clientele would
Oh,
be.
anyone could get microblading done. You could be really platinum blonde. You can be naturally golden blonde too. Like I do shades of all different kinds, and then yeah.
Not throwing shade or anything, but which one is better, microblading or powder? Is that what it's called? Powder ombre?
Powder ombre, yeah. So powder brows, ombre is really just depending on what the person wants. So microblading gives more of a natural look, hair-like stroke to the brows, whereas powder brows is more of like the makeup look. So more blended, more powdery, more feathered out kind of, and you don't have any hair stroke, so it won't look as natural. So that's the only difference. It just depends on the person's taste
and a preference, I think.
Yeah, personal preference. Like if you're someone who, like, even with their lifestyle, if they're someone who don't really go out and wear a lot of makeup or do a lot of just putting on makeup, then microblading is definitely a more natural, like everyday kind of thing. Whereas powder brow, it just like looks like makeup. So if you are someone that likes to look more done up and look more where it's like they've put makeup on, then yeah, powder brow is great for that. a lot of people who come to me say that they prefer microblading, but like I said, I offer microblading only right now. I am looking towards doing powder and ombre, so I don't really like, I wouldn't say like, oh, this is much better than this, because it's all kind of the same thing. It's just permanent makeup, right? So I love both techniques equally. Microblading though has been kind of my interest, because it's like intricate work where you just put the little hair strokes and you get to draw it on. It's like art, right? And I'm very into yeah, like just artistic and beauty wise and all that. So I'm got two of the colors here. I don't know if you can see it, but those are the V2 and the V3. I mix it up to make one whole new shade. Alright, so I'm gonna take the numbing cream off of this side here. And
Oh, I thought it stays. I never knew that it actually comes off.
it comes off, yeah, so then I could actually work on the skin, because I won't be able to cut if there's product on there, right?
Oh, and by the way, kids that are watching this, if you ever watch this, please do not do this at home.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be professional doing this.
Yes. So if you're going to be doing any kind of permanent thing to your face, please. It's not even for kids, to be honest. I think it's like 18.
Or for, yeah.
18 above. It's like a tattoo, basically. Like, I wouldn't do anyone, I think, younger than 16, I guess. Like, it would be for...
Do you need a parental guidance if ever?
Yeah, like, usually
Consent,
it would be...
sorry?
Yeah, it would be like a consent thing, where if you're under 18, then yeah, I would need you to do the whole parental consent. But I haven't had any younger teens come to me. I think it's more catered to women that are, you know, older and want to be able to do their own makeup, or not have to do their own makeup, and just be ready to go. Alright, so let's go through some aftercare. For today, you're going to go home 30 minutes after, wash your brows with some baby soap, take some sterile gauze or cotton pads and dry them, and then you're going to put this balm on. It's called Skin Candy. It's just beeswax, and other really good healing properties to this. But the main ingredient is beeswax, and it's very natural. So yeah, wash, dry, and then balm, and then you're gonna do that every 2 hours today. Okay?
Okay.
And then for tomorrow, you're gonna wash them in the morning with the baby soap, dry them, and then you're gonna put the balm on, and then every 4 to 5 hours, you're gonna just put the balm.
Okay.
Yeah. And then wash them before bedtime, and then you're going to dry them and then put the balm on. So it's pretty self-explanatory, not too hard.
The most important thing is the
Balm.
the balm.
Well, yeah, you should wash it too, and then baby soap, because neutral pH. We don't want to put anything harmful or harsh on your brows, because that could take away from the pigment.
Is that for 7 days?
That's for 14 days.
Oh, 14
so for
days.
healing is 14 days, but if people usually if they
Heal good.
healed quicker, then it's usually when they're done scabbing or flaking.
But what about those people who has skincare? Do they have to stop those skincare, or can they go around it?
They can go around their brows as long as it doesn't touch the brows. So we don't want any other product but the baby soap, water, and the balm to be used around the brow.
So what I normally do is I do the balm first on my brows, and then I do my skincare routine, so that there's a barrier into that specific part before I do the skincare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's always a good idea to just put the balm on, and then protects you from putting any other product on. And basically, we're gonna treat this like a tattoo. So anytime unnecessary water, we don't want you to go to swimming pools, no baths for 14 days, sauna or hot tub, tanning beds, things like that. That could just take away from your retention. We don't want any of that. Besides washing your brows and your face, and then if you're gonna be showering, just turn away so it just hits the back of the head, because sometimes the water could just go directly and try to rinse it all out. Yeah. It's basically like a tattoo. So no exercise for 7 days, and after 7 days you can wear a sweatband. What else? If you get itchy, because like I said, they do dry out, they will start to scab and they will flake, you can just tap them, do not scratch them. So we want the flakes to fall off on their own. So yeah, no product, no nothing. You can't wear makeup until the 14 days after. You could wear your makeup around your brows, just not anything on them. After 30 days, we want you to put some sunblock. And if you're going to be out in the sun, we want you to wear a hat to keep them away from the sun exposure and the UV rays. Alright?
You bet.
Alright. Other than that, my aftercare is going to be on my Instagram page anyway, so you'll find that all on there.
So check it out.
Yeah.
The Brows Effect SK.
Yeah, you bet. Ready?
Ready.
Let's see, I'm usually really bad with this.
Yes!
And they're nice and fresh again.
Love it.
We extended the tail. And then, yeah.
Love it! And we're